This is Group C, and both teams are fresh off a victory. Rosa Radom having won by 1 point last week, beating the mighty Banvit, who are doing great in this group. Excellent result for them. And Strasbourg winning by 2 against AEK. Here's the games this week in Group C. Banvit have already beaten Estudiantes. Venezia are going excellently. They're top of the group. They beat Medi Beirut, who've lost 3 on the spin. It's Rosa Radom and Strasbourg now, and later on it's AEK versus Petrol Olympia. The crowd is filling up nicely here in Poland. Rosa Radom got their first victory in Group C. They're still bottom of the table as it stands at the moment. They're 8th, and at the moment Strasbourg are in 5th with a 3-2 record. Rosa Radom with a 1-4 record, but an excellent victory. Low scoring against Banvit, but tough defensive battle, and they got the victory that I think overall they deserved. And look at Venezia at the top, 5-1. Playing excellent basketball, it seems, every week. Bringing some real class to Group C as we look at some of the Strasbourg players. Louis Libéry, who's made the provisional squad for the World Cup qualifiers coming up next week for France. And let's look at some of the players. Zach Wright, right at the top of the highlights for last week with his winner against AEK. Louis Libéry will be really important under the hoop. Papa Sai had a really good game last week. Look out for Miro Bilan and the youngsters, Bayhurst and Coulthard. And of course coached by Vincent Collet, the national team coach, as we look at Kevin Hunter, who was excellent last week. 11 points, some big points for him last week against Banvit. But there's him and there's Alda. Look out also for Igor Zaitsev. Not such a huge impact last week. Excellent against AEK the week before. Sokolowski and the new American Ryan Harrows, just been with the team for the last few weeks. Still waiting for him to really explode in the Basketball Champions League, but with Punter and Harrow on the floor, or one of them on the floor, it gives Rosa Radom good offensive options. There's young Jaroslaw Trojan didn't feature last week, so we'll see if he's going to come in for Rosa Radom, who are going to need everybody firing again against this talented, well-coached Strasbourg team, as we see Libéry go through, followed by Sai. Michael Dixon, he didn't play last week. Miro Bilan, the big Croatian. Bayhurst, when you look at his stats for last week, nothing on the stat line, but it's his energy and attitude that he'll bring to the floor as an 18-year-old that coach Vincent Collet obviously likes. Let's wait to see and listen to the introductions of the home team, Rosa Radom. There's Robert Wicker, the captain. Hunter, Alda, who is in the Czech Republic provisional squad for the upcoming qualifiers for the 2019 World Cup in China, which we will be bringing you on live basketball TV.tv. Plenty of youngsters in this Rosa Radom side, as with Strasbourg. Fantastic opportunities for these youngsters to play high-level European competition. There's the coaches, Vincent Collet, well-decorated national coach of France, of course, won Eurobasket in 2013. And Coach Kaminski had the honour of being assistant to the national team at Eurobasket 17, the Polish national team. Eurobasket 2017. So the team's going through their final warm-ups. Strasbourg with such a close win last week against AEK. That was an excellent result that they really needed. Since then, they've played against Monaco and beat them in the French Pro A, so they're 5-4 and sitting 9th at the moment, mid-table. As for Rosa Radom, they lost at home to Stelmet Gora, another Basketball Champions League side. So they're currently 3-3 and they're 5th in the Polish PLK. So what is this game going to offer? Is it going to be up and down, high scoring? Are we going to have the low scoring defensive battle with occasional brilliance? As we look at the referees, Sergei Zashchuk, Andrei Sharapa, Arnis Olzols. Our 3 officials for this evening's game. David Logan had such a cool, calm performer for Strasbourg. 20 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists in 34 minutes last week. And let's look at the starting lineup. Zach Wright, the hero from last week. Louis Leverett, Papa Sai, excellent job last week. David Logan, very dangerous. Miro Belan inside. 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks last week. They still want more maybe from the Croatian international. And there's coach Vincent Collet with one of his female assistants. Excellent coach, great. As I think I said in commentary last week, that he brings in the young players. Has no issue with playing the likes of Bayhurst and Courtauld in this Basketball Champions League competition. And the Rosa Radom starting 5, Kevin Punter, Patrick Alder, look for him to be presence on the inside. Robert Vitka, Michael Sokolowski, who has been excellent, and Ryan Harrow. They'll be looking just for a bit more. He's a very loose, languid player, Harrow. See if he can get it going tonight against it. And they're going to need all guns firing again. And Coach Kaminsky, such a positive figure for this Rosa Radom team, gets the maximum out of this group. Can he get the maximum again, and possibly cause another upset? Banvik was certainly an upset. That's been a blip for them this week. They've gone ahead and won. And so that was a great job by Radom last week. Can they deal with Strasbourg at home? They've got to make the most of their home advantage. Their second home game on the spin. They've got to make the most of these home fixtures. As we look at Miro Belan. Played for his national team for Croatia. He's been sort of in and out and looking for that to sort of cement his spot in the Croatian team. Maybe he can do that going forward during the World Cup qualifying campaign. So we're just about set for the Basketball Champions League. Group C encounter. This is the 3rd of the 4 games in Group C this week. 2 yesterday, 1 later tonight. Petra Olympia against Ike. And this game that's just about to get underway, Rosa Radom of Poland, the PLK against Strasbourg, SIG Strasbourg of the French Pro A. Sit back and enjoy live basketball on livebasketball.tv. You can catch all the live action, all the reruns, magazine programs, all the international basketball as well, which of course is coming your way next week from all around the world. And please download the Basketball Champions League app. Excellent bit of technology, keep you right up to date with everything that is going on in the Basketball Champions League this season. Here we go, inside, Laborie. Nice job initially by Alder, but Laborie was able to shoot up and over and around Radom. The Radom defender, Patrick Alder. Ryan Harrow, Sokolowski. Punter to Alder. Back to Harrow, who'd gone the whole width of the court there. Sokolowski. Not a great end result from that offense. Sokolowski off balance trying to shoot the three. They need to get a better look than that. Inside to right, but that's better from Rosa Radom. Forced right into a difficult pass. Inside, Alder spins, and good help defense by Sai and Bilan right there, inside, outside by Wright and Logan. Calls a play. Bilan shapes as if he was going to set the screen. He got the pass, but he couldn't finish. Quite a tough move for a 7-footer to be handling the ball in that area. It's 2-0 to Strasbourg. A slow start by Rosa Radom. Back to Laborie. He's going to shoot from mid-range, just long. Alder with another rebound. Harrow. Alder thought about the three. Sokolowski. Inside to Alder. Getting Sai off him, getting physical. Alder with a running hook, and he loves that left hand. And the help didn't come quick enough. We're tied at 2. There's a foul on Patrick Alder, that's his first. Last week they took care of things in relation to foul trouble. The week before against AEK, Rosa Radom in that overtime loss. Got a lot of their key players. Nice job by Alder there, got all their key players fouled out. Miro Bilan fakes, loses the ball, and here comes Radom. Punter against Logan, Punter, left hand finish, very nice by Rosa Radom and Kevin Punter. Logan. So Zach Wright, the hero from last week, hit the winner. And that's a big moment. We're just talking about foul trouble. Alder, such an important piece of this Rosa Radom jigsaw at both ends of the floor. As we see Punter just going inside as Logan tried to steal it. He just kept the ball away from him. If that's Alder's second, it's a huge moment, and they're going to have to go to the bench. And in comes Igor Zaitsev, Ukrainian international. He's in the preliminary squad for the World Cup qualifiers starting next week. So we'll see if he makes the squad. If he plays like he did against AEK on a regular basis, and he was huge in that overtime loss, maybe he will make the team. But he's come straight in. And Louis Laborie. Laborie has straight to work, and the foul shown as on Kevin Punter, his first. So they've got more size with Zaitsev at 6'11", but not quite the speed, and obviously the option of the left-hand offensive finish that Alder gives Rosa Radom. But when Zaitsev came in against AEK, and at times last week, he's very reliable and a big man to have in the ranks. So Radom have the early lead. Ball's loose, that's careless play by Radom, and here comes Zach Wright throwing ahead to Louis Laborie. Just can't get it to go, and here comes Harrow, inside outside dribble, brings it back. Zaitsev looking to set the screen, doesn't need it, pulls up, just short. Lou Laborie, plenty of rebounds early. Inside. Oh, Bilhan, nice pass to Zach Wright, but the ball's loose. Laborie back to Papasai for three. Nice job by Laborie. Recognising best option, kick it back out to Papasai. And he knocks it down. Sokolowski. Papasai's got his hand straight up. Papasai with a big game last week, 34 minutes as well, a lot of minutes. 10 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists in that win against AEK, which we brought to you live last week, and this week. Rosa Radom are now playing Strasbourg. Here comes Harrow inside to Zaitsev. Thought he was going to throw that down. Laborie must have just knocked it loose. Zaitsev just being a presence inside. It was a nice find by Sokolowski. A steady start for Rosa Radom. Again, not high-octane offence, but they are keeping Strasbourg at bay at the moment. Zaitsev, this is the first. Makes the second. Right. That's an offensive foul. As Leloup is in the game for Strasbourg. Hunter, guarded by Logan. Vitka, looking for Sokolowski. He's trying to get inside position on a loop. Punter knocks down the mid-range two. Nice job by Kevin Punter. Bilhan. Bilhan to Logan. That's long. Ball's loose. Vitka finds Harrow, and here comes Rosa Radom, who can take the lead. Just coming down to 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Inside, Sokolowski, quick move with the left hand. That's much better by Rosa Radom. And Sokolowski, the Polish international, in that preliminary squad for the World Cup qualifiers for Poland, knocks down the left hand, and good defense. Good offense leads to good defense. Sokolowski, Igor Zaitsev, he's back at it again with a big slam. Big moment in the game. Rosa Radom with a 5-point lead. Watch this, Sokolowski drops it off. This time, Zaitsev does dunk. But Bilhan wastes no time in responding for Strasbourg. And then Strasbourg have a burst of energy and Harrow turns it over. So good play from both teams. So Bilhan hands it off, rolls to the bucket, finishes with a strong right hand. No help, Sokolowski had turned away. The other defenders were too high. Pirshevitz, Marin Pirshevitz is in the game for Radom. The loop. Nice job by Sokolowski. The loop had sort of run out of court there. Had to try and lean back into Sokolowski to get some sort of shot. Sokolowski knocking it loose. Good play here. It's starting to warm up at the Masir Arena in Radom, Poland. Hope you're enjoying the action. Leloup looks at the shot, misses everything. Sort of ran out of options there. Strasbourg a little bit static. Punter pushing the ball. Here he goes again. Pushes. Just got angled off there. Good recovery by the Strasbourg defence. Zaitsev. Hunter. Nice cross caught. Shots up by Pirshevitz, just short. A little bit more expansive now, Radom. Let's see how they can defend. Right. Darian Atkins in the game now for Strasbourg. Lalou. Laborie. Atkins off right. And a good rebound by Marcin Pirshevitz. Zaitsev going inside, running, left-hand hook, just in and out. Good job by Laborie, not fouling. And there's a whistle on the drive. Michael Dixon Jr. in the game. That's Jaroslaw Trojan in your picture. Let's have a look. All got tangled up. Fouls on Pirshevitz. There's the inbound and the floating shot by Dixon Jr. Nice out of bounds play there from the baseline by SIG Strasbourg. Pirshevitz got some issues getting it over the timeline. He's helped by Trojan. Sokolowski. Pass and cut. Punter. Under a lot of pressure by good defence. Had to throw it up, and that's really good by Strasbourg. But a problem there for Rosa Radom. His punter couldn't get a pass off. Louis Laborie really strong on the glass, but a big block by Trojan. It's all very frantic and frenetic here. Shots up is good. Michael Dixon Jr. quietens down the crowd here at the Mossy Arena as Strasbourg sneak back into the lead. Into the corner, Sokolowski behind the back. And Lalou trying to stay with him on that crossover, but there was a whistle. Wojnowski coming in for Sokolowski, having to take a break. Just needing a minute. Game's hotting up nicely here in the Basketball Champions League, Group C action. Right, Harrow, nice job on the pass. Pirshevitz tried to flip it in. One-handed off the miss by Zaitsev, didn't quite work out. Jeremy Lalou, guarded by Wojnowski. Dixon Jr. has come in and done a nice job off the bench. A couple of baskets. Zach Wright, crossover, high off the glass. But this time, Trojan takes the rebound. Laborie just couldn't quite get it. Oh, nearly got that bounce pass to Zaitsev. Just couldn't bend his 6'11" frame down low enough. Could have done maybe with a little sideways spin on that pass as it bounced off the floor. Just didn't quite come off. Philip Zazula. Again, Coach Kaminsky going to his bench like he did last week, and everybody that came in that win last week did a steady job, solid job for his team. Let's see how it goes this week. That's a quick foul. And Kaminsky saying, what? Just close the gap. They left a gap between defenders, and he's gone straight through. So Michael Dixon Jr. at the free throw line. Former player with Nymburk and AEK. And he was AAC and the Big 12 6th man of the year during his college days. So a good pedigree, and he's doing a nice job for Strasbourg. Here comes Ryan Harrow. Just as I say that, he picks up a foul. That was good by Harrow, forcing the issue. There was some open floor in behind Dixon, so why not? Both teams are in team fouls as we run down to towards the end of the first quarter, and there's the just Harrow keeping the ball away nicely from his defender. And that's Ryan Harrow's first points of the game. He's got a couple of assists, one turnover. So Rosa Radom and their fans, as he misses the free throw, will hope he will warm up to the task of competing against SIG Strasbourg. So there's about 3 seconds between shot clock and game clock. So Rosa Radom will get another shot in the quarter. Courtal in the game, shots up. Ball remains with Strasbourg from the sideline this time. Ryan Harrow's going to try and guard. Real pressure on the inbound. Shot clock running down. Dixon throws it up. And that's a really nice job. Really nice job by Dixon. He just throws it up. And that ends the first quarter. It's Rosa Radom 12, Strasbourg 16. Let's listen to Coach Collet. Looking at some of the early shooting stats. And here's some highlights. That was the first basket of the game. That was patient play by Lavery. And then Alder going to that favoured left hand. Bilan. That was a nice steal by Vitka, and this was nice by Punter as he went across Logan as he tried to steal it. Ripped it across, finished with the left hand. All you aspiring young players. And that was a nice just pick up. If you're active enough on that offensive glass like Lavery has been, the ball will just fall to your hands, and he gave Papasai a nice opportunity for 3 points. And Ryan Harrow passing inside of Sokolowski, and a quick move by Sokolowski. And this was the big dunk by Igor Zaitsev. So there's good moments for Radom, but this was a big dunk. In response, the next play after Zaitsev's, Bilan returned the compliment. Dixon's come in, not missed a beat. 4 minutes, 8 points. 2 points a minute, it's not bad. Doing a smart job, he's only picked up the 1 foul, so Strasbourg will be happy with his input into the game. So here we go, second quarter. Harrow, he's going all the way, and a really nice finish with Atkins coming over to try and block it. That was nice hesitation. He split through about 3 defenders. Finished high off the glass, as you should do as a guard with a bigger player coming over. Bilan getting physical with Zaitsev. Croatia versus the Ukraine. And Zaitsev just overpowered a little bit there. No foul issues. The only player that's in foul issue for Rosa Radom is Patrick Alder. So down to the bench players to come in and really have a positive contribution. Courtal, one of the French young players I mentioned at the start. I think that's on Robert Vitka, 36-year-old Polish player. Yeah. Bilan trying to spin baseline, and here is Ludwig Bayhurst, 18 years old, come through the junior ranks, A junior national team for France. Now he's playing, and that's a great job. Bojanowski for Radom. And Rosa Radom can tile, take the lead with a 3. Shots up and is good by Philip Zezula. Great job by Rosa Radom. Trusting each other. Zaitsev with the pass out. And that's good signs for Rosa Radom. Play without fear against the bigger. Oh, great pass by Bilan. You've got to love that. And Courtal the recipient. Harrow, now he's got Bayhurst on him, who will not give him a moment's peace. Good help out by Bilan, but that leaves Zaitsev open, and he makes the most of it for 3. Zaitsev is off and running, just growing into this game. 6 points, 67% field goal percentage is not too shabby. Bayhurst, Atkins. Nice cut. Oh, Bayhurst could have, I think he should have shot that. Not quite enough spacing between him and Bilan. So the defender could guard both of them. Maybe a fake to Bilan and a layup finish, but that's something that Bayhurst will grow into, I'm sure. I think a fake to Bilan on one's first step, and then he could have finished, just dropped it over the front of the hoop. But maybe next time. Here we go. Ryan Harrow against Bayhurst. Same play again as previous. Exactly the same play. But Zaitsev not able to knock the 3 down. Strasbourg was obviously saying would get the ball out of Ryan Harrow's hand. So we've got a timeout, and it's a timeout caused by Coach Collet of Strasbourg. Let's listen in. Very tense-looking crowd. They know the position of Rosa Radom, where they are in this Group C. Let's look at the 2 and 3 pointers. 2 of 6 and 1 of 3, respectively. 2 pointers are very similar. Look at some of the highlights. I think this will be the first time they run that play. Zaitsev hits it. Again, that's just the only problem for Bayhurst at 5'9". It's tough for him to stop that pass, and that is a wonderful no-look over the right shoulder pass. A joy for all big men who can pass the ball. Shots up, it's long, ball's loose, and falls into the hand of Miro Bilan. He's doing a nice job for his team today. Very active. Long 2-pointer this time. And Zaitsev with big hands. And a big rebound. Harrow spins with Bayhurst. Here we go from the other side. Harrow all the way misses. Good job by Bayhurst. Just angling him off. Michael Dixon Jr. Atkins. Atkins, good job by Zaitsev. Just can't quite get... But he knocks it away that time. Zaitsev couldn't get hold of it initially, but stayed with the play and didn't foul. Really good job by the big Ukrainian. Atkins trying to lean in, create some contact, but he tried the scoop shot, couldn't get it up. Bayhurst back to Michael Dixon. Bayhurst. Bilan again, they've got to box him out. He's been really active. And Strasbourg crashing the balls. They went baseline. Patrick Auda being inserted back into the game. Remember, he's got 2 fouls. Must keep control of the foul count. 2 games ago against AEK, who knows what could have happened out in Athens if 4 of their main players had been fouled out, including Zaitsev, Auda, Sokolowski. Last week was a lot better for them. They have to continue that and get some offensive output, primarily from this gentleman, Ryan Harrow. Auda will help that with that, giving them some inside presence. Shots up, and it's off from Maciej Bojanowski. Bayhurst being left in by Coach Gollet. Very trusting of this young man, who moves the ball nicely, just moves himself around nicely. Shots up, is long. Again, Rosa Radom not boxing out. Good block by Zaitsev, but it just keeps falling to a Strasbourg player. All alone is Logan for 3. How often have commentators said that about David Logan in his European career? Mazula to Auda, he's going left. Ball's loose. Well done, Logan, really sharp. Zach Wright. The whistle's blown. Let's see what they've called and who they've called against. Bojanowski was the nearest. In the act of shooting. Zach Wright at the line. Jaroslav Trojan inserted back in. Zach Wright with the huge game last week. 26 points, 10 of 15 from 2-point range. 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal in 32 minutes. And he made that spinning shot off the glass close in to win the game. That proved to be the game winner. Great excitement in the game last week, and things are really building up here at the Mossy Arena. Could we be in for another absolute thriller in the Basketball Champions League? Harrow gets open, but just can't get it to go. Logan penetrates, ball's loose, comes back out to Strasbourg. Logan for 3 again! David Logan starting to flex his scoring muscles. Good movement without the ball. Bilan just got in the way of Trojan, and that's all Logan needed. Set feet and shoot the ball. And let's listen to Coach Kaminsky. He's not sounding too happy at the moment. He's got to get his team sorted out. Look at Strasbourg, the rebounds, the amount of offensive rebounds they've got. He got 11, which is excellent, and they only have 10 defensive rebounds. The amount of extra possessions they're getting, being able to kick the ball out, start the offense again, or knock down a 3 like Papasai did, it's worrying for Rosa Radom that they just can't get their hands on the defensive rebounds. It's a massive differential in offensive rebounds and amount of rebounds overall. But Rosa Radom have got to dig deep. They have to dig deep every week in this group. They came through 1 qualifying game, home and away, which they came through, and that got them into the group stages. And it's a tough competition. Just a little bit too much on that from Trojan to Sokolowski. Nice idea, but they really need to stop, and they need to get their hands. They need to anticipate any missed shots. They've got to anticipate better where the ball's likely to end up. Into Bilan. Auda coming to help. Logan's free. You can't leave him free. Here comes a great block. Unbelievable as Sokolowski went up. Blocked by Atkins, but they've got it back. Rosa Radom have scored. Ryan Harrow for 2 points. What a block initially by Atkins. Bilhan trying to pass that through. Tight situation there. Let's look at this again. Oh, that was the steal after the block. After the block. Bilhan, Logan, he's open again. He's made two, then missed two. Here comes Rosa Radom. Alder, great job again by Atkins. Getting back and altering the shot. Zach Wright, all the way, misses. Sokolowski, ball knocked loose. But there's a whistle. And it's a foul on Bilhan. So, it's 26-22. Ticking down to 3:30 remaining in the second. Another close encounter. Piersvitz is back in. Trojan. Sokolowski looking for an option. Zaitsev for a long two. In and out. Piersvitz trying to battle with Laborie. No joy there. And Zach Wright just pulls it out. It was a tough pass for Darren Atkins to catch. Sokolowski going left, looking for options, and now they're going to their half court. Sokolowski dropping off to Zaitsev, asking him to take the shot, and why not? Igor Zaitsev. He'll finish at the rim, he'll finish at three, and this time he knocks down the long two. Nice job and recognition by Sokolowski initially. And now Trojan is trying to stop Bilhan. Bilhan dribbles, spins, and a very nice quick move. Excellent move by Miro Bilhan. So tough to stop at 7 foot when he keeps that ball up and protects it. Sokolowski crosses. Tough pass and good job by the Strasbourg defence. I think it was Atkins not turning his head away from the ball. Logan looking for Bilhan against Trojan. Zaitsev in the middle. Is he going to be able to come and help? But Trojan doing a good job one-on-one. Piersvitz. Zaitsev is going to have to go outside, and the ball's come off. I think it's been called initially off Rosa Radom. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's come off his foot. Come off his foot, but it looks as though they're staying this end, and that's what Laborie is, the 25-year-old Frenchman, is trying to say to the ref. But Rosa Radom and their supporters will not mind. Gives them another opportunity to get a score. Got 5 seconds to inbound it. Needs to get in. Good job. Ooh, and the ball's thrown to the ground. Frustration by Strasbourg, and that potentially could be a technical. Jaroslaw Trojan caught, was going strong to the hoop and got fouled. Atkins with his first foul. So just catch, no bounce. Going with his left hand, and Atkins definitely with the foul, but you can't slam the ball like that. And Atkins with the technical foul. So Coach Collet will not be happy with that show of petulance from one of his star players. Coach Kaminsky his team are only 4 down, but he just demands so much of them, and week on week they are performing to a high level. They've got young players in the squad. He's allowing them to flourish and develop. He's got his seasoned veterans, likes of Alder, Sokolowski, Zaitsev, Vitka. And you've got Punter and Harrow as their 1-2 tandem from the guard spot. So a big moment for Rosa Radom with the personal foul, then the technical foul, free throw. Papasai back in. Ball's back in the backcourt. Logan's right up there, putting immediate pressure on Punter. They want to get the ball out of his hands. And they have, and Zaitsev's open for three. Just long. That would have given the lead to Rosa Radom. Bilan. Again, he's very strong tonight. Just staying with the play. So tough to guard when he's that close to the hoop and keeps the ball up, elbows out. Let's see. Power dribble, fake. And the ball not loose. So, Mikhail Sokolowski's first foul. Strasbourg with a 4-point lead. And at the line. Sure what the delay is, but it gives the players just a minute to catch their breath and for coaches to get some extra instruction as Coach Collet in conversation with Laborie. Looks as though we've got a timeout here at the Messier Arena. Hope you're enjoying the action. It's a Rosa Radom timeout. And let's listen to Coach Kaminski. The Rosa Radom supporters are so into this Basketball Champions League, the passion and the will and the belief they gave to Rosa Radom last week. A bit of a moment there between Coach Collet and Michael Dixon. A bit of an misunderstanding there, and that's Coach Collet not appreciating the attitude of Dixon, who has done well. 8 points in the minutes he's played, in just under 8 minutes. That's the sort of that's a raw relationship right there between coach and player in the heat of the moment. Might have been a misunderstanding or a miscommunication, but Coach Collet was right on him. But Michael was trying to explain that I'm just checking something with you, coach, and that was great to be able to listen to that, because this is very much a human emotion game and a very instinctive game, of course, that you have to make decisions, you have to say things, you're trying to say the right thing at the right time all the time as a coach, and the players are trying to carry out your instructions the best they can. And Miro Bilan pleasing his coach right there with a free throw. So more pressure up the floor, but Harrow's able to deal with it. To Zaitsev. Rosa could do with him knocking down one of those threes if he gets another opportunity. Here goes Sokolowski going strong to the hoop. They just can't get it to finish. And here comes Michael Dixon. Let's see how he comes out of the timeout. Hopefully fired up and positive and wanting to do well for Strasbourg and his coach. Laborie looking for his fellow big man, but a great job by Zaitsev. Just doing it, just did enough there, Zaitsev. He just didn't want Bilan to catch the ball. As soon as Bilan catches it, he's either making nice passes or he's getting to the foul line by being fouled. Ryan Harrow, we're under a minute, Just ticking down to 30 seconds, in fact, remaining in the second quarter. Zaitsev, here's the handoff, which Coach Kaminski talked about. Now's a screen, but good defense by Bilan. And then Dixon, and now Dixon pushes the ball for Strasbourg. Out to Logan, who fakes and brings it out. Transition offense wasn't on. Smart thing to do. Shot clock and game clock are almost synced up, maybe a second difference, so they can get the last shot of the quarter. Papasai, good defense. Papasai. Sokolowski throws it, hits the top of the backboard, but that ends the first half here at the Mossy Arena in Radom, Poland. Rosa Radom 26, Strasbourg 30. It's been a tight first half. Just looking at some of the stats. Rosa Radom 44% from two. Strasbourg 28% from two. It's the rebounds that have been a massive difference. 12 offensive rebounds, 15 defensive for Strasbourg. Only 2 offensive rebounds for Rosa Radom. But there was that spell in the game where Strasbourg were getting extra possession after extra possession off offensive rebounds. Not a lot to 5 blocks for Rosa. And the game leaders, Zaitsev, 8 points, Sokolowski 3 rebounds, Harrow 3 assists, Dixon 8 points, Labouré 9 rebounds and 2 assists for Zach Wright. Vitka with a couple of steals, Bilan also the same for Strasbourg, Zaitsev with a couple of blocks and Patrick Auda 2 turnovers, Wright with 3. And here's the scoring leaders. Zaitsev and Dixon on 8, Punter on 5, Bilan 7, Harrow 5 and Logan for Strasbourg on 6. Overall, it's been a solid first half. It's ebbed and flowed. There's been some real flashes of brilliance with long-range shooting and big dunks. But we are poised perfectly for a thrilling second half in Group C of the Basketball Champions League. Don't go away. We'll be right back to bring you the second half in a few minutes' time. Welcome back to the Masir Arena in Radom, Poland for Basketball Champions League action between Rosa Radom and SIG Strasbourg. It's been a good first half with the home team Radom just 4 points behind. Coach Kaminsky's had a couple of moments where he was not happy with his team, but in those timeouts, in those situations, he just seems to get his point across, show how annoyed he is with the team, then he's straight into his technical information, and the team respond well to that. Let's listen in. Just a nice look at the coach's clipboard there. He wants the guards to space out on either wing, and just trying to see who the player is that he's going to put inside. But they've got good size with Bilan. As the crowd getting ready for the second half. Always a good turnout here, and plenty of noise with the drums you can see in the background. And they were so happy last week after their maiden victory in Group C of the 2017-2018 Basketball Champions League. Kevin Punter with a big 20 minutes or more if needed ahead of him. Louis Laborie has had a solid first half. French international, 3 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist. Very active, and part of that reason why Strasbourg had such a huge amount of offensive rebounds in the first half. Zach Wright, the match winner from last week. Logan, ever reliable. Good play from Punter, pushing all the way back out. Zach Wright cuts the defense. Alder just couldn't quite grab it, hit his foot and went out of bounds. So Strasbourg on the inbounds. Catch and shoot by Logan is good. Nice inbound play. Logan, the recipient, moving really well without the ball. Losing his defender for a split second, that's all he needed. Harrow to Vitka. Alder coming to set a screen. Good play from Bilan, just wrapping Alder up. And Punter shoots and scores for 3. Good offensive movement from both teams. Kevin Punter just rises up and knocks it down. Nothing but net. Punter up to 8%. He's got 8 points. Excuse me, 60% field goal percentage. That's excellent. Sai, Logan going left. Nice pass. And underneath, but misses, was Zach Wright. Alder with a rebound. Punter. Good defense by Wright, would not let him go, and now Alder turns, spins, but Laborie come over to help. Excellent job by Laborie, helping out Bilan, who'd fallen off balance. Back into Bilan against Vitka. Is he going to spin baseline? No, he's not. Logan, double team. Bilan is open further away from the hoop, which is probably where Rosa Radom would like him, but another offensive rebound for Papa Sai. Good athlete getting after the ball. Oh, Bilan throws it, sort of half alley-oop, but the ring got in the way. 2 defenders came to Bilan. Laborie, if he'd had the right pass, would have had an open slam dunk for the fans here and the fans watching on live basketball.tv. Vitka, nice job. Patrick Alder inside. Good heads-up play by Robert Vitka, who had a beautiful view of that right behind Vitka as he made the pass. And Coach Kaminski happy at the moment. Back to a 1-point deficit for Rosa Radom. Right, to Papasai. Logan moving without the ball. It was nearly stolen by Alda, who's got to recover inside. Bilan, back to Bilan, who just drops it over the top for two. Good touch from the big Croat. Bilan up to 9 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Early whistle in the offense. Papasai with his hands up and questioning the ref. Important player for Strasbourg coming off the bench, and he's in 3 fouls. He had foul trouble a couple of weeks ago as well, which restricted his minutes. Ball knocked loose. Logan. And a really nice strong move by Zach Wright. But first there was a super pass up the floor in transition by Logan. Punter, long three, is good! Kevin Punter, without hesitation, rises up and knocks down the three from miles out. Punter up to 11 points, very efficient offensive display so far. Inside, Balan, quick passing, and Rosa Radom could not rotate quick enough. And Lavery, just with a nice smooth finish. Shots up, Alder goes for the offensive rebound. Logan. And a foul in the open floor by Robert Victor. That's a nice pass, and Ryan Harrow couldn't get across. Victor was too high to stop that score. Logan just pulls up for three. It's long, but another offensive rebound by Bilan. They're just anticipating well and working hard to get the ball off the offensive glass, and Bilan makes Rosa Radom pay. And look at the rebound differential. Strasbourg 31 rebounds, 14 offensive, and Bilan off that play gets the score. And it's a 6-point lead for Strasbourg. Rosa Radom need to take care of the ball. Sokolowski, and they have not done that, and Logan slams it home. He just dived out through the passing lane. Sloppy play by Radom. They've got to take care of the ball, especially at home, but anywhere really, and that's a really difficult moment. And here's another one straight off it. Frustration foul, I think, for Mikhail Sokolowski. It's an 8-point lead for Strasbourg, and they have the ball. Let's take a look at this. This was the turnover, and Logan just took off on 2 feet and slammed it home. 11 each on turnovers. Logan just unimpeded, throws it up but can't get it to go, and now Rosa Radom. They need some sharp offensive play here. Harrow. Foul's called. First foul on David Logan. He's just trying to stop Harrow, but just couldn't keep up there. Alder back to Punter. Looking for ball movement. Sokolowski. It's all off the screen at the moment. Sokolowski up against Bilan. Steps back, fades away. That's a tough shot, but this time Alder gets the rebound. And he gets caught up with Papasai. And if that's a foul on site, he is on 4 fouls. And he heads straight to the bench. unfortunate for Papasai, such an active player, important player for Strasbourg. They play well when he stays in the game and can contribute. Yeah, there was a lot of contact there. It was the correct call. Papasai have to sit down now. He's 4 fouls. Hunter gets through the defence into the corner for Harrow for 3. That's better play. Quicker ball movement from Rosa Radom and results in a 3-pointer for Ryan Harrow. Jeremy the loop. It's a foul from Sokolowski. Harrow's up to 8 points for Radom. 3 fouls on Mikhail, so he is going to exit the game, unfortunately for Rosa Radom. But it's time for other players to step up. Nasiek Bojanowski in the game. Nearly stolen. Bilan comes and sets the screen for Logan, who doesn't use it. Logan kicks it out to Zach Wright for 3. It's good! Zach Wright with a big 3, pushing the lead back up to 8 for Strasbourg. Punter just short on his 3. Zach Wright. Wow, what a move! He ended up with his back to the basket and had the presence of mind just to score with a reverse layup. He crosses over. He has to keep the ball away from Punter and just reverse layup with his right hand. Really good play. Let's look at the other angle for this from Zach. He spins and then just reverse layup off the glass. That's a really skilled play from Zach Wright. It's timeout for Rosa Radom.
Guys, after shot, on shot, only 4 or 5 in attack. But if you're on the top, don't attack, only get back to defense. Don't let them fucking score from out easy layups.
Apologies for the colourful language there from Coach Kaminski. He is very upset at the moment with his team.
I want David opposite. Jeremy down, wins. If they come to cover, swing the ball for him. Be visible, okay?
And there's some domination from Strasbourg in the paint. 24 points to 14 points. They've got some size with Lavery and Bilan having a good game. It's tough. It's been tough for Rosa Radom to guard those players. And of course, if they double team them, it's leaving somebody else open. Jaroslaw Trojans got to come in and give some good effort now, because this is a crucial part of the game for Rosa Radom. They've got to hang on, hang in there, try and get it under 10 points, or keep it at 10 or less going into the final quarter. Punter, as Bilan comes out a long way. Harrow, they need to move the ball quicker. And go share the ball a little bit. The clock is running down. Harrow throws it up and misses, but Jaroslaw Trojan, excellent play. Just what I was mentioning as he walked out off on the back of the timeout. He has to come in and be physical. As Ryan Harrow spun in. Good job by Trojan, just flicking it to himself. Surrounded by 3 Strasbourg players. Much better. The shot, the 3-pointer, just not good. It's a quick shot. Zach Wright. Good job by Rosa Radom defense. And the ball's loose, but Bilan got inside position on Jaroslaw Trojan, and he just made him pay with a right-hand finish. Bilan up to 13 points. Really tough D now from Strasbourg. Harrow to Zaitsev. Shot clock running down. Punter, hesitation. And with Logan underneath him, as he took the shot, it's a foul. Hunter with a hesitation. Hand on the body initially by Logan. He got underneath him as he took off. And you've got to be able to, as a shooter, be able to land. So big moments here for Rosa Radom. With the clock stopped. So back to 10. The crowd enjoying it. There's a great shot there of a young family. Enjoying the basketball. Cheering on their heroes. Dixon. Zach Wright, step back. Nothing there. Dixon misses. Zaitsev having to foul Labaree. It's his second foul, Zaitsev. But again, real problems being able to keep the Strasbourg players off the offensive glass. Another offensive rebound, another possession, really hurting Rosa Radom. And shots up, it's just short. And this time Rosa Radom do secure the rebound. Harrow. Across the punter. He's trying to shake open. It's a long two and it's short. And Labaree with nice defense there, the big fella. Zach Wright to Dixon. Zach Wright goes straight through the defense of Rosa Radom and they couldn't react quick enough. And we're ticking down to a minute remaining in the third quarter. Strasbourg have a 12-point lead. Zaitsev, punter, fake, dribble, puts it up, and it's just long. And there's bodies flying everywhere. Dixon, and the shot's up, and it's long. I think there could be a problem here. Bojanowski. Shot went up. It's just short. And he's Bojanowski's just had his leg trod on, or his shin or his ankle, and it's just tweaked it. So Vitka's coming back in with Bojanowski. So we're under a minute remaining in the third. Strasbourg in the ascendancy at the moment. What can Rosa Radom do to respond? Harrow, that's a foul, and Strasbourg are in team fouls, so it's good for Rosa Radom. Just Dixon getting too close to him there. His hands and body on him. So Harrow will go to the line for two shots, and Coach Collet's probably just saying to Dixon, don't get too close to him. Just give yourself half a yard to think and anticipate which way Harrow's going to go off the dribble. Good shooting from Ryan Harrow. Played in various clubs around Europe and went to NC State and Kentucky. Very good college career in the States. And good defense from Rosa Radom. They can't quite get the steal, but really good pressure on the ball there, almost causing a turnover. 7 seconds on the shot clock. And Zach Wright has the ball against Harrow. And it's a good steal by Harrow. But two players got back. Leloup with a fantastic job getting back to assist Wright. And then Harrow just couldn't get the shot up. Initially, good defense from Harrow. And out of nowhere comes the loop, but Wright did enough. He got back and he got in front of Harrow, which was huge. Instead of just getting alongside him or grabbing him, he was able to make Harrow miss. Now Zanowski has the ball. Sokolowski, apologies. Kick to the corner, Zaitsev for 3! And that's a wonderful pass from Pircevic, Marcin Pircevic, with a beautiful handoff pass, and Zaitsev, without hesitation, knocking down the 3. To end the quarter, it's Rosa Radom 44, Strasbourg 51. Just looking at the game stats. Let's listen to Coach Kaminski. Really crucial time in between quarter talks now for the coaches. It's Coach Collet. Just looking at some of the highlights. Good insight, interior passing from Strasbourg, using their height. It's a nice push ahead by Logan for Zach Wright to be the recipient that time. And Kevin Punter, he's had a couple of threes. 2 of 5 from 3, and that one was way outside. Logan. Missing that, but Bilan gets another offensive rebound. And then goes to work against Vitka. Just when Rosa Radom was starting to creak, they turned it over again, and Logan made them pay with a two-handed flush. But that Zaitsev 3 is the crowd still very pensive, and I'm sure looking forward to the final quarter and beyond if we need to. That Zaitsev 3, can that breathe some life into Rosa Radom? Or are Strasbourg going to have too much for them in this final quarter? If Rosa Radom win, they will go to 2 and 4, and Strasbourg, if they win, will go to 4 and 2, and potentially move themselves into the top half of the table. Well, they will certainly go ahead of Mehdi Beirif. I will check that. I'm sure we'll get confirmation at the end of the game. It's Mehdi Beirif on 3 and 3, and it's another turnover. This time Vitka got caught in sort of no man's land for a big player, and he had the ball knocked loose, not the start, as Darian Atkins just left-hand dribble, puts the ball up, and Vitka forced the foul. So straight away, Strasbourg at the free throw line in the shape of Darren Atkins. And that basket did count. It was called as goaltending. Bayhurst back in the game for Strasbourg. Dixon Jr. is good for 3. Really good start for Strasbourg in the final quarter, in the fourth quarter here. Excellent ball movement. La Loupe out to Dixon Jr., who continues to impress. He's up to 11 points. Back to 12-point deficit for Rosa Radom. Zaitsev thinking about the 3. Zazula caught in the corner there. Couldn't get out, and it's a turnover. Bayhurst, the 18-year-old young French player, running the point, and Zaitsev stepping out hard. Be his 3rd foul, I think. Just couldn't control himself as he stepped out to try and break things up, and Patrick Alder's back in the game as Zaitsev gets his 3rd foul. Alder's got to try and bring some energy, spark to this team. Over to the loop, who's open for three and knocks it down. Excellent play from Strasbourg, who've been superb at the start of this fourth quarter, and that's Leloup's first 3 points, and what a big moment for Strasbourg that is. Bayhurst doing good on the defense, pushing Harrow back. Cross court to Sokolowski, who misses. Dixon Jr. Bayhurst has a think about it. He's just long. He was wide open. It was right for him to take the shot. Sokolowski needs to make something happen for Radom. Bojanowski cross court to Harrow. There's a whistle. Another low-scoring effort by Radom. They only got 49 points in the win last week against Banvit. 1 point win. Just need an offensive spark. And Zaitsev and Sokolowski just couldn't get to that inside pass. He's not a natural. That is the sort of difference. Zaitsev, the big man, was outside passing to Sokolowski at 6'5". Strasbourg have been making that pass in, and they have Bilan and Labari. It's more natural for them to catch the ball that close to the hoop and cause problems for the opposition. Talking to Bilan, he has the ball now in the post. Back cut from Dixon Jr., but Bilan outside to Atkins. Just short, ball's loose, and Punter has the rebound. Bayhurst nearly with the steal. He's quick, lightning quick, the young man. Punter, he's getting stuck in that corner because Bilan's here now. Sokolowski. And Alder with a nice finish. That's better from Rosa Radom. He's up to 60% and 6 points. Great drop-off pass from Mikhail Sokolowski to Alder. They've just got to step out. They've got to play in the passing lanes, try and make something happen. Dixon Jr., Leloup. He's played well of late. Leloup throws it up. Better defense from Rosa Radom without fouling. Sokolowski dribbles it all the way out. Shot clock is running down. They need something to happen. That's just off. Tough shot for Rosa Radom. Strasbourg seem to be in control at the moment, controlling the tempo. That's a foul. Sokolowski trying to come out of the closeout, but got his arms caught up with a loop. Sokolowski 3 fouls, but they will keep him in. Try and get on some sort of run. Oh, that's a wonderful pass to Darian Atkins. Great pass from Dixon Jr. Punter pulls up. There's a whistle. Really are keying on Punter whenever he's got the ball, and just watch this pass. Darian Atkins going in behind the defence, and the pass was right on time and right on target. Bojanowski back in. Punter, good from the line. And he's good for the second one. He's 100% from the free throw line. Dixon. Shots up and is good. Playing with a nice flow, and again it's Dixon to Atkins, this time for the baseline jumper. Alder, it's going to go left. Screen. Hunter needs options. Shot clock running down, and the ball's loose. Here comes Dixon Jr. And he goes all the way for a layup. Look to his left. See if anyone was in a better position, but he just carried on and laid it up. Really high field goal percentage for Michael Dixon Jr. Zazula to Alder. Alder's coming back to his left, and he finishes. Such a long left arm there, and just wrapping it round. Alder's up to 8 points. Bayhurst playing some important minutes, and Laborie. He's fouled by Trojan, I think. But again, he's got wide open underneath. Rosa Radom struggling to deal with a good movement around the perimeter, and especially inside the key and under the basket by the powerful SIG Strasbourg. A slightly dejected figure of Jaroslaw Trojan goes back to his bench. Laborie knocks down the free throw. The lead is extending now to 16 points. 66 to 50. Alder. Shots up. Just long by Zazula. Atkins driving to the lane, going left, just short, gets his own rebound. Really active play. Darian Atkins, who's having an excellent game. Nice move by Punter. Look at the second chance points of Strasbourg, 17. So Rosa Radom. Bayhurst lets the ball slip through his fingers. Unforced error there by the young number 20 from Strasbourg. It's all a learning process for him. He just wants to get on with it, and maybe he's thought about his next move before he's actually caught the ball. Ball's loose again. Oh, good pass ahead. Excellent play by Strasbourg, who are really putting Rosa Radom to the sword at the moment. Just showing how to a pass-only fast break. That was superb. Shots long, good rebound by Punter, and he knocks down his own offensive rebound. Nice job, Kevin Punter. 19 points at a rate of 50%. Szymanski is in for Rosa Radom, number 13. Laborie again just turning and using his power on Alder to finish with his left hand. It's 4 or 5 dribbles. And if the help comes, then he will find the open man. Shots up, and it's good by Kevin Punter. He has been excellent for Rosa Radom throughout this Basketball Champions League, playing at a high level, trying to pull Rosa Radom back into this game. Shots up from Dixon Jr. Good rebound by Zazula. Punter. Shots up. Just long, and what a dunk by Patrick Alder. The jump shot by Szymanski, and look at what Patrick Alder does after this. Mid-range jump shot, and in comes the high-flying left hand of Patrick Alder for the putback dunk. Wow. Timeout. That's really insightful for us all there. Seeing the play that Coach Colley wants to draw up. So listen to Coach Kate, Coach Kaminski. Hunter with 22 points, leading the way as he did last week with 11 points in the low-scoring affair against Banvit. Just looking at that three there. And then we're going to see Patrick Alder just taking off over the top of Atkins and Laborie. Rosa Radom need more of that, more offensive rebounding action, whether it's to put it back in or just to get yourself extra offences. But time is running out. Just over 2 minutes remaining, and it's a 13-point game. What can Rosa Radom do? Or is Strasbourg going to be too strong? Cortal, Papasai back in the game with 4 fouls. Bayhurst has been playing extended minutes. Sai pulls up, just short. Good rebound. Alder, he is fired up after that dunk, I would think. Harrow. It's a really good effort by Bayhurst, staying in front of him. And Laborie, judged to foul. Szymanski was involved in the thick of it there. Harrow, guarded by Bayhurst. Alder setting the screen into the corner. Shots up, it's just off, and great boxing out by Jeremy Laloupe, I think. Certainly good boxing out by him. Is it a defensive foul against Strasbourg? See who the foul goes against, but Laloupe was certainly boxing out well, so I would think it's an offensive foul against who he was trying to box out. I couldn't quite see initially, but I'm sure it will come up on the screen. We'll be informed. But the net result is his free throws, and this time Szymanski, fantastic job for Rosa Radom, just running that rebound down. And Harrow with a fantastic job of his own, but he misses. And again, right at the heart of it, Matus Szymanski, 19 years old, the number 30, getting after the ball, which is what Rosa Radom have needed all game. Let's see what he can do in the last minute or so. Inside to Laborie, it's so tough once he gets it underneath. Good movement by him. It's a steep learning curve for the young Rosa Radom. Biggs and Patrick Alder with the foul there. They say you can't coach size at times, and it does ring true when you've got players like Bilan and Laborie are so active underneath, and then you've got the trio of guards there. Logan, Wright, and I think Atkins. At Vincent Colley's disposal, who will, on the whole, make the right plays. They've been very good tonight finding the bigs. Rosa Radom, just under a minute remaining with possession. Great bounce pass inside from Szymanski to Szymanski. Well played, young players. 21-year-old to a 19-year-old. Excellent. And talking of young players, Bayhurst at 18. Ball's knocked loose. Alder was very close to the action. Could be his fault. Let's have a look. Bayhurst has gone through. Harrow and Alder are trying to stop him go through. Camera's on Alder, and it is Patrick Alder's fault. And Bayhurst will go to the line for 2 shots. defensive looking Coach Kaminski. Ticking down to 30 seconds remaining. 13-point lead for Strasbourg, who are in control at the moment. Harrow, guarded by Bayhurst. Shots up, it's just long. Good hustle by Alder, and also good hustle by Bayhurst. I think it will remain a Rosa Radom ball. Alder to Harrow. Still Harrow, crossover, and throws it up off the glass. And Labouré comes over, and he does block the shot, but I think it hit the glass first, so it'll be, the basket will be counted as good. And once it hits the glass and it's heading towards the basket, that's a goal 10, so it's an 11-point lead, and we're running right down now. Last seconds. Papasai will get the shot off just as the final buzzer goes, and the coaches shake hands at midcourt. But the final score here in Poland is Rosa Radom 63, Strasbourg 74. That's a good win for Strasbourg, very professional. They've come in. They had to do a job. It was close in the first half, and Rosa Radom made a run in the third quarter, but it wasn't enough. And the Polish outfit, after the heroics of last week against Banvit, just coming up short this week against a very strong and determined SIG Strasbourg, who are very happy. Louis Labouré giving David Logan a hug, and why not? Both of them had a strong games. 10 points for Labouré. Logan with 10 points also. So the Rosa Radom fans still cheering their players. They appreciate the hard work they're putting in. It's a tough group. It's a tough competition, the Basketball Champions League. Kevin Punter did everything he could to keep Rosa Radom in touch with 22 points. But it wasn't quite enough as we look at the game stats. 2 points, very similar, and 3 points. The free throws from Strasbourg, not great, but they did take 19, made 10. But it was the rebounds and the amount of offensive rebounds, 19 to 7 in favour of Strasbourg. Massive difference. And the young players just going through their stretches from Rosa Radom. Bright futures for some of those players. Punter with 22, Dixon with 13, Labouré with 13. Good spread of offence for Strasbourg. It was a good professional team performance. Coming in here to the Masir Arena and doing a job on Rosa Radom. And the top scorers, Punter 22, Harrow 12 and Zaitsev for Rosa Radom, Dixon 13, Bilan 13, and Labouré 10 points for Strasbourg. So I hope you've enjoyed the entertainment here on livebasketball.tv. You can catch all the live action, all the replays of the Basketball Champions League and the upcoming FIBA World Cup qualifying games from all around the world, which start next week. We're having a couple of weeks off from the Basketball Champions League while the World Cup qualifiers are on. We will resume in early December in the Basketball Champions League. And I will leave you with the highlights. So it's been an entertaining game here in Radom, Poland. We see Kevin Punter hitting a deep three, but the spoils go to Strasbourg, who have won the game. We'll see you next time on the Basketball Champions League. Have a good evening.